Digna here, and I'm going to share you how I get into my headstand. In headstand we have 7, but it's all the same. We're going up, head down, feet up, but it's just only the formation of our hands. And before we get there, before you're going to start your practice for your headstand, I would advise, or I would encourage you to go for kind of yoga practice with a teacher, so they can assist you how can you do it, or you can do it with a friend with experience, or you can use the wall, you can use props. Because before I've got my headstand, I've been doing practice with my friends, I've been into classes, and I've been into training back in Hong Kong and even in here. Now I'm just going to show you how the experience of getting into our headstand. Okay, so now I'm going to use wool because the first time I started the headstand, I always bang the wall, and my friend said, Digna, get up from the wall. So now I'm going to show you how I did my headstand. Okay, first and foremost, I'm going to take off my ring. First and foremost, it's the formation of the hands. It's the formation of the hands. Interlace your fingers in here, the measurement of your elbows in here, and you have to use the core. This is the main part that you're going to use your core in here, because it's gonna control you how you get up, how you get down, and to avoid you from falling back or falling and getting injured. And again, we have to have also a strong upper body, because we always use our head on the wall, on the floor, so the tendency is we're going to put our weight on our head, but it's not the case that we're going to put our weight on our head. So to avoid straining our neck, to avoid putting all the weight on our head, I'm going to show you how I get in there. I hope it's gonna help for you. And now the formation of the fingers. Interlace your fingers before we're going into the wall. Interlace your fingers in here. Your hands get here. It's the measurement. And if you're going into your headstand, interlace your finger in here. Put the crown of your head on the floor. The crown of your head is you're going to measure your thumb to your index. So from here, and you're going to measure it like that, and that's your crown of your head. And we're going to get in there, and we're going to interlace our hands, and we're going to do like that. So that should be the formation of your hands, the formation of your hands if you get into your headstand. If you're going to your headstand against the wall, it's just the same. It's not going to change. So now I'm going to show you how we get into our headstand against the wall. Okay, but first thing, so sorry that I'm going to show you my back, because that's how it is. And we're going to interlace our fingers in here against the wall, interlace our fingers in here, and the measurement of the elbows in here. Interlace your finger, crown of your head on the floor, and slowly walk your feet in here, your back against the wall, and come in here. Flex your toes in here, and while you're in here, you're going to observe that your weight is on your head, but you're not going to allow that to happen. So you're going to use your upper body and your core. And if you use that, you will feel lighter in here. And you can stay here. And if you're going to get down, again, use your core. So you're going to squeeze your core in here. And bam. And again, so some are going to do like this. Imagine that your friend is in here. Imagine that your friend is here, and you're going to do that again. Some are going to do like this. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay in the first place, because you're going to depend on the wall, but you have to think that in the future you are going out from the wall. So you're not going to go straight from doing like that. So you're going to control from your base. You're going to control one by one, up, up, or up, like that. Up, up. Because if you're always banging the wall, it's gonna be it's gonna be a habit, and you cannot do how to control your how you're going to control to go up and to get down. So okay, I'm going to show you how I get off the wall, because I always do it with my friends. So when I finish the wall, I have a friend with me, always stay here, always stay at my back. And you have to, if you're practicing with your friend, you have to trust your friend. You have to trust the process, because if you're not going to trust, if you don't have trust with your friend or the one who's helping you or your teacher, it's not gonna work. And now, like for example, you're going to have your friend going to help you from here, and I'm going to show you how I did it. I always ask my friend to catch one of my foot. If my friend, I pretend that my friend in there at my back, I always ask her to catch my foot, and then later I going like that and slowly lift one foot up, and I'm going to ask her to hold it for me. Hold my ankles in here. And then slowly, if she asks me to get down, and I'm going to slowly get down from my one, or you can get down both. That is if you have the strong ability in your core to control getting down. And now we are going to get into our proper headstand. It's the Sasana pose, that's what is it. So again, we're going to interlace our fingers in here. You're going to measure your elbows in here, and fingers and crown of your head, or on the floor. And this is the first one. First, you can flex your foot up or on ceiling, or you can flex down towards the ground. And you can do the variation if you're stable in here with like a split. And okay, how you get there? Either you can slowly put down one foot, and then one foot easily. Come into your child's pose. Always come into your child's pose to relax, to rest. And that's the first tip I'm going to show. And then the second one is, again, interlace your fingers in here, elbows, and crown of your feet, crown of your head on the wall. You can bend, and then come up, and you can come up. And stay here. Don't strain your neck in here. Keep breathing, relax. And if you like to get down with both feet, slowly. And again, come into your child's pose. And the third one, I found it kind of for me it's a little bit difficult for me going up with both feet, but we're going to try. This is the third one. Again, interlace your fingers, crown of your head on the floor, elbows, and we're going to get there and inhale. power, upper body power in here, and squeeze your butt. And if you get done, slowly core power again in here. Boom. And child's pose. And come up and come into your sitting. There are lots of, we have 7 different kinds of headstand. It's upside down, but we're going to change the formation of our hands. It's gonna be one. It's gonna be one. Your elbows in front of your face, like that, like this, against the shoulder. Come up in here. And what else? Yeah, I've got a tripod, but it's still a headstand. I took my tripod stand first before this kind of headstand. The tripod is gonna be like this. Tripod is gonna be like this. Which is it's kind of a little bit easy, but yes, for me in the first place, yes, but now I'm getting confused. But again, before you get into your headstand practice, because this is very dangerous for people who have hypertension, who have vertigo, and some health issues. So you have to consult your doctor first. You have to go for a yoga class there. You have to go for a yoga teacher who is already very long time doing this practice before you're going to attempt one. And I'm just going to show you it. And namaste. Thank you for watching.